Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. In this project we're going to use lots of Anna Griffin goodies, including the quote and flower stickers and those gorgeous lace edge dies and Lila, the designer collection. So without further ado, let's make something gorgeous. Everything I do use I shall put in a detailed list on my blog, so please be sure to check that out. If you've ever got any questions, please ask on Facebook or my blog because I can reply to you there. I can't reply on YouTube because there's a glitch on my account. And I know many of you viewers will have heard that 555 times now, but it's just, so you know, for new viewers they haven't maybe. So if you've got anything to say, Facebook or my blog. And I'm a little bit behind with my blog comments, so don't panic. I've just been a busy bee preparing for Create. I know I had to mention it again. Can't wait. Flying across the pond. Very long journey for me. Woo! But very worth it to see you all. So I can't wait. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to need for our base card is our base card, should I say. And that's a 7x5" card. My favourite size. This is just a blank ordinary ivory card. I'm going to use my bone folder to make sure I've got a nice sharp crease along the edge because it'll make it look professional. It'll stand up nicely. So the first thing we're going to do is our inside. Now, I think this is a gorgeous idea for insides and a very simple one. I've taken a piece of ivory cardstock. Now it's not quite the same ivory as the base card, but I'm not going to get really strung up about making sure everything matches perfectly. But I've inked the edges, and that's a sure way, if your ivory cardstock doesn't match up, it's a sure way of taking the eye away from it if you ink the edges, because then you've got something between it. And you know, just brings the colour in, and by the time we add other things you won't notice it. So I've added that, not very straight I might add before anybody writes in, but don't worry about that, because we're not all perfect. So you know, I know I'm pedantic about straightening things, and I can't straighten that. It was on flat tape, it's there for life. So there we go. The next thing I've done is I've used the shadow layer from the lace edge dies from Anna to just on ivory cardstock, and actually look at that. Piece of scrap ivory cardstock, and it was the back of a card that we actually cut up for a project that you've just watched. And to prove it, I've still got the project here. I cut this layer from a card that was in the watercolour card kit from Anna, and this was the back of it. This is what I cut off. So you see, waste not, want not. I've cut it out using the shadow die from the lace edge set from Anna, and then I've inked it slightly, and then I've used one of the Sentiment Stamp and Die dies, and it's the circle scalloped edge, just to cut out a scallop in the centre. I've got flat tape on the back of it, and I can simply remove the tape back, and then we're going to position this in the centre of our card. Now I'm just going to check I'm going to get it the right way. So by doing that, you're going to see the sentiment I'm using, because obviously if you die cut something, you want to make sure that you're going to get something the right way up. So we'll pop that through the centre like that. Try and get this bit straight at least. Press it down. And then this is one of Anna's quote stickers. Now you'll be able to see, I'm saying it's a sticker, this one isn't a sticker. You'll be able to see it's slightly smaller than the shape that you get in the kit, because I've used a die, and it was the scallop circle die, just to cut it into shape to fit the centre of our shadow die like that, and it sits perfectly into the centre of it. Now you can also see that the quote sentiments that Anna's made have got flowers on. And where we've cut it down, there's still a little bit of the flower. Now you get the flowers in the kit, and the flowers match over to sections that are on the actual quotes themselves. So what I've done is I've taken the matching flower sticker and I've taken the top of it away to make it into a flat sticker. So I've taken the 3D element away and I've peeled back a bit away, and I've just added it over the section that has the section of the flower on it. You maybe see that a little bit more in the front when we make the front of the card. But it just marries over the design perfectly. Now that, I think, for a card insert, you've still got room for your message and everything, but look how beautiful that is. It's just so pretty. I do like the quotes and the flower stickers because they say so much and so beautifully with all the flowers. Okay, so now we're going back to the front of the card. I've just used my bone folder to make sure that we've still got a nice sharp crease along the edge. Now the first layer that I'm going to add is one of Anna's metallic layers, and it's in a peach. And I've embossed it, and I've used the Artful Patterns Florentine Scrolls. So we're going to add this all over the front of the card. So I haven't cut it down to leave an edge, to use it as a mat or a layer. It covers the entire section of the card. So that is just so pretty. Look at the emboss work on that. Whoa! Okay, next layer. Next layer is using Lila, the designer paper collection from Anna. And this, I've cut it out so beautifully with this pattern on. We're not going to see this pattern, which is such a shame. But, you know, can't be helped, because it's just one of those things in crafting that, yeah, I don't know. It's such a waste sometimes, but then it can't be helped. Now I'm also going to use a little bit, just a touch, of liquid glue over the back of this. And it's only because it's going on an embossed layer. Because it needs to stick onto it. We don't want it falling off on somebody's mantelpiece. So it just helps it stick a little bit more, because it gets in the grooves of the embossedness. So that's our first layer. Next, I've used the same peach as the background, the peach metallic, to cut out one of Anna's lace edge dies. I've die cut it and I've embossed it, and I've got it on 3D foam. And this is where we cover over that gorgeous floral that was on the layer below, on the using the shadow die. And look at that, that's not very straight at all, and it's probably stuck well and truly by now. No, oh, there we go. Oh, how terrible, because I know you all write in and say, oh, that wasn't straight, am I right? So no, it wasn't. There we go. We're all the same. Try and straighten things up if we can. So that looks better. So we can just see through the die cut the colour underneath. Now I think green and peach goes well together. I do like green and pink actually, but green and peach works as well. So you might find your own colour combination that you want to use. Next, I've cut out, using the same green card from the Lila collection, and I've cut out 2 scrolls from the Fancy Flourishes. So I should say I've cut out 2 flourishes. And I'm just going to, I've added a little bit of tape at the back of them, and I'm just simply going to add them just roughly about there really. And so they're just two sides of the card. I've not kind of thought about where I'm putting those, I've just put them on because they're going to work with the background of everything. Now I've taken one of the quotes and a piece of cardstock, again in the same green colour from the Lilac collection, and I've got flat tape on the back of both of these, so I'm just going to peel the back of them away, and I'll do the same for the quote. And then I'm just going to position them on top of each other, so I'm going to mat and layer them for any new viewers, and just adding them on top of one another. I've cut out the green cardstock and I've just used a corner chomper just to take the corners away, and that's not something from Anna, it's something that I have in my stash already, but you would be able to use a craft knife or a pair of scissors, or just leave the corners on, or maybe a punch or something. So next, because that's on flat tape, I'm going to add that through the centre of my card. Now it's just going to touch the flourishes that I've just added. So it just goes across the top of the corners of them. So there's me saying I haven't really thought about it. I haven't really thought about it too much, that's what I should say. Next, now remember about the flowers, and we were talking for the insert, where the flowers are positioned on the actual quote itself, the flowers that you get in the kit with the actual quote, they can be positioned over the top of the quote itself. So you can use them with the quote and they just hang over the edge, so they look so pretty. Now this one I put on 3D foam. They're already 3D stickers. The insert one, I took the top of it away, but this one I put on 3D foam because I wanted the extra height. Now you can use extra stickers from the kit with your, with your cards and your scrapbooking. You don't have to just stick to using them for what they are. You can use them, on whatever project you're working on. It doesn't have to be just with the actual quote itself. I think this card is perfect to give somebody a boost and a confidence push, and just giving them maybe the courage to go on and do something. And it's just, the inside says believe you can and you will. The outside says act as if it is impossible to fail. So the encouragement that you can give with this card. So next I can add another flower sticker to the card, or I could leave it as it is. I can add them wherever I want, because it's my, it's my card I'm making. I don't have to stick to a rule book, so I can position it where I think it should go, and I'm thinking about there. So give them a good press down. Now I'm going to add a little bow to our card, and I'm going to add it just at the top at one side. But now to finish it off, I've got two extra little stickers from the quotes and flower sticker range, and I think these are two of the prettiest stickers, and I'm going to add one just to one side in one corner, and the butterflies just finish this card off so well. And then I'm going to add one just to the top at one side on the lace die, and maybe there. And that is our card finished. Such a pretty card. And I'm thinking, because I'm pedantic, I'm thinking maybe I should add the butterfly to the top rather than have it on the lace edge. kind of needs me to balance it out. I don't know, what do you think? It stands up nicely and the insert matches perfectly. It's just so beautiful. A great way to use your stickers. And just look at the colours. It's a great collection of flowers and colour and embossing. Something a little bit different, I think. If you've enjoyed it, please give it the thumbs up. Please share. Please feel free to share any of my projects. I really do want to reach as many people as I can with the crafting because I just think it's an awesome hobby. So I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.